This video is sponsored by Abe and Mary Todd Lincoln. Thank you guys for being a great part of history. In today's video, we're making a recipe from the First Lady's Cookbook, a book that provides recipes corresponding to each president and the period they lived in. For today, we're creating an election cake, a piece of food that has been previously baked its way into the hearts of voters. Election cake, briefly referred to as mustard cake, became popular during the Revolutionary War, as women often cooked it for men summoned for military training. Post-revolution, women brought the cake to voting areas as a way to raise votes. As women could not vote, it was their way of putting themselves into the matter. From then on, it lost its previous name and continued on as election cake. The ingredients for the recipe are as follows: a cup of currants soaked in half a cup of brandy, a tablespoon of sugar and 3/4 cup of scalded milk, yeast and 1/4 cup of warm water, 1 cup of unsifted flour, half a cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 2 3/4 cup of sifted flour, 3/4 teaspoon of mace, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of grated lemon rind, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, which are both represented by the lemon we have, and half a teaspoon of salt. First, scald the milk and add the sugar to the heated liquid. After that's complete, give the milk time to cool. While it's cooling, combine the yeast with a cup of warm water in a different bowl to create a yeast mixture. After the yeast and water have been completely mixed and the milk is completely cooled, combine the two together. I added everything to a larger bowl for later steps in the recipe. From there, add the unsifted flour to the liquid mixture. Then, mix it all together until there aren't many lumps left from the flour. Once mixed, cover it with a towel and leave it in a warm place until it approximately doubles in size. The rising can take about an hour. After the yeast mixture has risen, it's time to start the second part of the recipe. For this, we're utilizing a KitchenAid, which, while not historically accurate, is a wonderful creation used for efficiency purposes. At this point, we're mixing half a cup of butter, softened, and a cup of sugar together until it is light in color. Once light in color, add an egg to the mixture and beat. Next, add the lemon juice, lemon rind, and yeast mixture. The mixture must be well beaten together. Then, the currants can be added in, but make sure the brandy is kept, as it will be added to the recipe shortly. The sifted flour, salt, mace, and cinnamon can be added at the same time. We add the sifted dry ingredients in small portions, but it is not necessary to do so. Lastly, the brandy from the currants can be added. With all the ingredients combined and well mixed, the mixture will appear to be a beige color with a very boozy smell. Once the batter is done, the recipe states that it could either be placed in a bundt pan or a 9x5 loaf pan. To obtain the same shape that is commonly associated with the cake, we used a bundt cake pan. After pouring the mixture into the desired pan, cover it with a cloth or towel and place it in a warm area to allow the yeast to further rise. This can take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. After it's risen, bake the cake at 375 degrees for 45 minutes. Post-baking, leave it in the pan to cool a bit so it retains its shape. You can then turn it over onto a rack to prepare it for glazing. For the lemon glaze, you just want to add confectioner's sugar and lemon juice together until there is a smooth consistency for pouring. And here we have the final product. You can take a further look at recipes from the past by visiting Trentoniana, a place in Trenton that is filled with memories. Thanks so much for watching.